When things aren't getting done in our practice, we usually don't have a people problem. We have a systems problem. By that I mean the problem is usually not the people themselves, it's the way they routinely do their work. So when the receptionist doesn't consistently reschedule those who miss their appointments, it's usually not a receptionist problem. It's our procedure for handling missed appointments. And when the treatment coordinator hasn't contacted all those patients who left the office undecided about treatment, it's usually not a TC problem. It's our new patient follow-up process. Or when the patient's in the chair and the lab work isn't there, it's not a clinical assistant problem. It's the way we routinely handle lab work. And when we have these inefficiencies in our systems and procedures, staff costs get out of control because we're forced to hire more staff to do the same amount of work. Let me give you an example. An orthodontist called me one day. He was worried about his insurance collections. I have a staff problem, he said. My insurance is not getting submitted on time, and I think I need to hire an insurance person. Well, overhead for staff should be in the low 20% range for an orthodontic practice. So I asked him, what's your overhead percentage for staff right now? Well, he said, it's at 28% now, and this will take it to over 30%. I said, whoa, you don't have a staffing problem. You have a productivity problem. I call his reaction to hiring someone to solve a problem, throwing people at the problem. What I discovered, he had no set procedure for filing insurance. He had just one person come in every Friday to file the insurance, and if she got behind or couldn't be there some week, insurance would back up. And no one in the office had a clue about how to file insurance. If staff overhead is already high, we usually don't need to hire someone to fix the problem. We need to get a better system to get the results we want. The same applies if we've lost an employee. We should be creating better systems to get everything done more efficiently while we're searching for the new employee. So strategy number 2 to keep staff costs low and be more productive is systematize the process. So how do we systematize the work? Well, the first step is simple. Have the employee write down the process in detail how they perform a particular task. So in this case, have the insurance person write down the steps to file someone's insurance. But that means not only the steps that the insurance person does, but all the steps that lead up to it. What does the TC do? What does the financial coordinator do before it winds up on her desk? Creating a great system is about coordinating the efforts of everyone involved to get the procedure consistently done well. When we're systematizing work, once we get it on paper, it can be improved. We can see where the inefficiencies are and eliminate unnecessary steps and streamline others until we have a process that works so much better. Once revised, we should document that process in a written protocol. The protocol now becomes the training manual, a way to train someone new in that position or cross-train someone else as a backup when things get behind. So, strategy number 1 to keep staff costs low is organize the person. Strategy number 2 is systematize the process, where we create a specific plan to streamline procedure, especially when it involves more than one person. If you'd like to discover more about the third strategy on how to increase staff productivity, watch this video here, where I talk about strategy number 3, which is how to redistribute their responsibilities.